So, okay. What is that train? 나를 찍는 거를 어디 찍는 건지 잘 모르겠다.
Down to the bay. Forget all the worries. When you're with me, let every wave gently kiss away some of the hardness from those brief yet gloomy days. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so blessed to have you. Anchor our hearts and give us a fresh start. Wilderness, we've come for you. We'll misbehave, stay up till late, share our secrets as we let go. No more illusions, no more standing still. Our love fusion will never cease to thrill. Wilderness, we give you our mess. We're so blessed to have you. Anchor our hearts and give us a fresh start. Wilderness, we've come for.
The sun is rising high as I walk on by your house today. I might knock on your door and ask you out. And the way I see your smile, there's a warm and welcome feeling for a while. In the beginning of our life, holding out my hand just to take a stand. Everybody else are fading out. When I hear the way you talk, I want nothing else to speak about again. In the beginning of our life, holding out my hand.
最後の坂道。
get lost? Have we got our lines crossed? We're wasting time on stuff that doesn't really matter, while wishing for something better. I try to fix things that weren't broken, misunderstandings and words unspoken. We fall apart, and I won't dare to say, do you feel the same way? Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time. Same way, then don't pretend that everything's okay. Don't string me along the way you do. Just let me get over you. Maybe you don't wanna know, but you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time, no. I don't wanna waste my time, no. Maybe you don't wanna know, you don't see what you have in front of you. Or maybe I'm not enough for you, so maybe I should go. If I had known from the start, this wouldn't have ended with broken hearts. 'Cause I don't wanna waste my time, no. I don't wanna waste my time, no. No, I don't wanna waste my time.
It's always 22 and above.
Wow.
That's something.
Headlights on the highway. If you only knew, being back here always makes me think of you. When the world is sleeping, do you think of me? With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me. I remember the long drives, the late nights in your car. I remember it all. Windows down, empty streets, you were all I used to know. You and I, forever, forever ago. And you used to drive me home. Now I drive alone. You and I, forever, forever, forever ago. This town's so quiet this time of year. With the road ahead's coming back again, coming back to me.